Man, I fucking hated that bird too. That bird was such a bitch. That bird, unfriendliest bird I had ever seen in my life. There is also like my uncle had one of my uncles brought home a bird, a cockatoo. I think that's what it's called. He brought home a cockatoo. He was gay. Brought home a cockatoo. I'm joking. It was a bird. He brought home a bird which I think is called a cockatoo. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on that. I'll be honest. But it was a huge, huge, huge monster of a bird. Huge. It was easily as big as a medium-sized dog. Huge bird. Huge bird. With a beak that was big and jagged. Strong enough to like, I think it had to like crunch coconuts or something. I'm not kidding. This bird was frightening. Somehow I had managed to work up the courage to be next to this bird. It was not a bird known for biting. However, it is a bird, and birds are very unpredictable in terms of what exactly is going on in their head. There's a term, being bird-brained, for a reason. Now, my uncle was always cool with this bird. And somehow he convinced me to hang out with this bird for a bit, which I did. Now, I had a pair of fingerless gloves on, fingertip gone. So they were like Terry Bogard gloves, right? And I had those on. Not for any particular reason. I had actually been doing some weightlifting that day. And I came home and he was home. And I was like, I had just left them on my hands while I was sitting at the kitchen table. And I had the gloves on. And I was like, listen, this bird's scaring me. And my uncle's like, look, this bird ain't going to do that. This is a nice bird. He's chill, all right? Go ahead and pet him. I'm like, are you really? And he's like, you can pet this bird. This bird will not freak out. And he goes over and he pets the underside of the bird, and the bird, this huge monstrous bird, he's like the size of a vulture or something. He's really big. Totally chill. Doesn't seem to care at all. But he's eyeballing me. The bird, while he is getting pet underneath the chest. And I just told you about that story about getting my ear chomped on. This bird is eyeballing the fuck out of me, right? He's eye-fucking me with his eyes. I'm scared as shit, right? And my uncle's just stroking his breast while this bird is giving me the eye. And I'm just like, shit. I really should try and pet it. Because it does seem like it's not going to bite him. But at the same time, I'm like, what does that jaw do again? And he's like, oh, it busts open it busts open like crabs. It busts open coconuts. Like, it could chomp through things that it has no business chomping through. So I'm like, shit, I'll pet it. I'm scared as fuck, but my uncle is like, you can do this, man. Just pet the bird. I'm like, all right, I'll pet the bird. I reach over there, and I pet the bird with my fingertips. The back of my fingertips. I'm petting the bird. And the bird is eye-fucking me the whole time. And after 3 strokes, my uncle says, you know, maybe you should take your gloves off. Because he recognizes the material of your gloves as the same material of leather that he likes to chomp on when he's in his cage. Literally telling me to take my gloves off while stroking this bird's chest. Within a few moments of being told this, within moments, the bird who is eye-fucking me and I am stroking its chest, it was a very soft chest, puffs his entire body out and expands his wings like that. Not very fast. It was a very slow gesture. But as soon as he told me that, instantly alarms are going off in my head. I get one final stroke in, and the bird just goes like that. I don't know what happened after that because I actually ran out of the room. I didn't withdraw my hand and be like, huh, oh man, I didn't do that. I didn't slowly withdraw my hand. I didn't quickly jerk my hand away. I ran. As fast. I have never ran that fast. I've never sprinted that hard. My dad didn't see any of this. All he saw was the fattest person he's seen all day break the speed of sound going to his bedroom. And he was like, what happened to you? What could have possibly happened to you? I've never seen you move that fast. He thought I was like saving a damsel in distress. He thought I was part of a football team. I was so fucking fast. I sprinted off that line like holy shit. I don't know what the bird was doing. I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going on. All I know is that I hauled ass away from that bird as fast as humanly possible. Mid-stroke. I had stopped mid-stroke and just bolted out of there as fast as I could. My uncle explained it to my dad, and within like not even 10 seconds of me having slammed the door on my room, the house is echoing with the rip roar of laughter. I think the bird was laughing too. I think even the bird was laughing. Everything in the house was laughing. My cats were laughing. My dog was laughing. The bird was laughing. My dad and my uncle both laughing. When I actually stepped out of my room, my dad was on the floor in tears, laughing. My uncle could not sit up straight. He was doubled over, laughing so hard. And I'm pretty sure the bird was laughing too. He was still puffed up. He didn't have his wings out, but he was puffed up. And I asked my uncle what the hell happened. And he was like, oh, the bird was just stretching. The bird was just stretching. He just was shaking it off. He was just shaking it, just puffing up. He was enjoying the breaststrokes so much that the bird was like super relaxed. It was just like, it was a good thing. It was a good reaction that scared me so bad. He has yet to not a day goes by where he's kind of like an old rednecky type of guy, He's kind of so he's like, how's it going there, man? You see any birds lately? I'm like, oh my God. He never lets it go. My uncle never lets it go. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I really hate birds.